Physics Part 40. Exam style questions. Number 1. You are asked to measure the internal diameter of a glass capillary tube, diameter about 2 mm. You are also to investigate the uniformity of the tube along its length. Suggest a suitable method. The value of the acceleration of the free fall varies slightly at different places on Earth's surface. Discuss whether this means that a top pan balance, a spring balance, and a lever balance should be recalibrated when they are moved to different locations. If you needed, how would you calibrate a balance? Number 3, the shutter on a particular camera has settings which allow it to be open for nominally 1 second, 0.5 second, 0.25 second, 0.125 seconds, 0.067 seconds, 0.033 seconds, 0.17 seconds, 0.008 seconds, 0.004 seconds, 0.002 seconds, 0.001 seconds. Suggest a method or methods of calibrating the exposure times over this range. Number 4, explain the factors you would consider when deciding whether to use a liquid in glass or thermoelectric thermometer in particular experimental situation. Summarize the advantages and disadvantages of analog and digital ammeter. Explain how to use a cathode ray oscilloscope to measure the characteristics of the sinusoidal output from a signal generator. Chapter number 3, kinematics. The kinematics is the description of how objects move. The aim of this chapter is to describe the motion in terms of quantities such as position, speed, velocity, and acceleration. To make matters easy, we shall talk about the motion of a particle rather than of a real body. The implication of dealing with a particle, a body with no size, is one that is adopted in many branches of physics. Average speed. At the end of our section, you should be able to define displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. Use graphical methods to represent displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. Find displacement from the area under a velocity time graph. Use the slope of a displacement time graph to find the velocity. Use the slope of a velocity time graph to find the acceleration. When talking about motion, we shall discuss the way in which the position of a particle varies with time. Think about a particle moving along with a straight line. In a certain time, the particle will cover a certain distance. The average speed of the particle is defined as the distance covered divided by the time taken, written as world equation. This is average speed is equal to distance covered over time taken. The unit of the speed is the meter per second, ms, power raised to -1. One of the most fundamental physics constant is the speed of light in a vacuum. It is important because it is used in the definition of the meter, and because according to the theory of relativity, it defines an upper limit to attainable speeds. The range of speeds that you are likely to come across is enormous. Some are summarized over here, and I'll tell you more about the same in my next video.